Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, everyone's favorite space colony management game. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Can't help but notice here that we have the explosion of animals in this room. I guess at some point we're gonna need to deal with this. Oh my god. Well, what's happened since we last talked? Well, let's see here. We were finishing our infinite liquid storage, and I have to admit, I noticed after ending that episode that we had a slight plumbing issue in this thing, and I opened it up because it was going to be a nightmare. So instead of putting you through that torture of doing it over and over again, I sorted out the plumbing on this a little bit so that because what was happening before is we had, here, let me just demonstrate it real quick. We had a pump and we had a bridge that went over it. I'm gonna put it up above a little bit so you can kind of see what was going on. And then our fluid was coming in from our filtering system, and then we were saying we wanted to overflow and we wanted to go into a liquid vent, right? Okay, that part was perfect. That was great. That did what we wanted to do, and then this would go out to wherever it needed to go. However, the mistake that we made was that what we wanted is that we don't want to pump everything twice, but what we actually did is that we hooked this pump up like that into this bridge, which means that this gives the pump priority on the line here, which is a problem. So I've gone ahead and fixed that, so that way, at least now anyway, we flipped it around, so that way now the main flow from wherever it's coming from has priority over the pump. And if there is ever a gap in this line, then the pump kicks on and then sends that fluid down there. It was so anyways, it was a bit of a mess, and as you can imagine, and then we had to deal with like all the gases and stuff like that in here, and well, let's just say I was frustrated. All right. So that being said, as I unpause the save file, I noticed we have another problem over here, and that is that we have too few liquid storages. we have a problem, and that is that we didn't account for ethanol in this setup, and I think we're gonna have to fix that. So I know that we talked about having petroleum in here, but I don't think I'm gonna put petroleum up here. I don't think we ever need petroleum, and if we do, we'll go fetch it from the oil biome. We're just gonna leave all that hot petroleum down in the oil biome. We'll let crude oil come up here, maybe a little bit, or at least crude oil that we bring up and we mop up, and we'll have a spot for it. But otherwise, I think we'll just leave the crude oil or the petroleum down in the oil biome, and we'll send it to the rockets where it belongs, and they can just fill that space. We really don't care. So let's change this around. We know, because look, this is full, this is crazy. And our notifier didn't notify us of this problem, so we're gonna have to fix that problem as well. So let's go ahead and convert this to ethanol. That can go right over here. Oh, and also, I think I'm gonna set this up so that we don't have fluid over here. Yeah, we'll just configure this so that it's always got the vent closed for right now. And because I don't think we're really gonna need to bottle ethanol. I can count on one hand the number of times that I've done that, so I don't know, maybe we will, but we're prepared for it if we ever need to. Second thing is let's fix this notifier. What the heck? How did we miss this? We forgot to put in all the automation wire when we put in the NOT gate to invert it around a little bit. So let's go ahead and fix this. It's probably gonna prompt us as soon as we do that. And then, not only that, now we actually need to deal with the fact that we have a tank full of fluid and we have nowhere for it to go. So what else is in here? Is there other stuff in here too? No, it's just ethanol. Okay. Well, that being said, I suppose we should decide what we're gonna do about this. I put it up here so that I didn't have to deal with it, but sadly we're gonna have to deal with it. Oh, and that reminds me too. Let's make sure. Okay, let's make sure that petroleum. Yeah, there's our notification. Okay, let's make sure that petroleum doesn't end up in this list so that we don't run into the same problem again. Which might be a little tricky. Maybe I need to go bottle some real quick. We've discovered some. We've since discovered a little bit of petroleum. And we'll talk about this down here in a moment. Let me just mop this up real quick and I'll pour it back out on the ground. All right. So coming back up here, let's go ahead. Do I just loop it in a circle? Team, do we just do this? I think we might just loop it in a circle. So for now, I think I might change this going forward. I'm just, we would need to run it all the way down there, wouldn't we? Yeah. I'm gonna run this like over here under this ladder for right now. And then what I'm gonna do is we'll just bridge right over the top here. And we'll send this stuff down here. So that way it'll just go right back through filtering. If something else ends up in here, that's fine. This is super not ideal, I have to be honest. But, you know, if we ever get a backup of fluid in here that we don't want for some reason, we'll be notified of it. It'll just keep looping, that's the only thing. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with that long term. But, things are working, things are going great. So we'll let that, oh good. Oh God, see, and there it is. Petroleum showed up in the list. They immediately scooped that up and put it in here. Now, does that mean we already have petroleum in the pot? Oh, son of a bee. Oh, well, oh God, that sucks so bad. All right, well, all right, it's time to fix this now. So, oh no, and it's in here. Oh God, because the pipe is blocked. Oh, oh God, it's all happening. It's all happening. Oh, so fast it got contaminated. Okay, that's okay, we can fix that. Oh man, so quickly. This is why we never want this to back up. Right here, right here. This is why this happens. So, well, that happened. How annoying is that? Oh my goodness. Well, oh, okay, all right, fine. Well, I guess this isn't terrible, right? What are we gonna do? We're gonna say, could this be for ethanol and petroleum? I suppose. Oh, because we could just send that to the petroleum generators that we have yet to build. Maybe we'll leave this here for a minute. Oh man, what a pain in the butt, huh? All right, well, we'll let that do its thing. Let's make sure that none of these have petroleum, right? Right, okay. We're good to go. We'll let that do what it needs to do. Oh, holy cow, what a stressful one cycle. We're only 8 minutes into today's video and we've fixed some mistakes and we've already made a new one. Okay, great. All right, cool. Hey, look, there's liquid chlorine up here. Let's go ahead and scoop that up. I love having bottled chlorine. Are we gonna run into the same problem? Are they gonna bottle? Are they pouring chlorine in here? Please say no. Oh God, they are. Okay. Copy these settings. What else is in this list that we don't want? Brine, crude oil, ethanol, petroleum, saltwater, water. Okay. So they've been chucking chlorine in here. It's probably going from liquid into a gas immediately. No, we want bottled chlorine in case we want to like put chlorine in something. So we'll leave that, we'll let that hang around a little bit. That's nice. All right, well, let's talk about what happened in between episodes for a moment. So we fixed this and that's great. The other thing that I did is I did a whole lot of digging and I basically explored the entire map. So that way we don't need to worry about doing that during the recording. And that means that we've uncovered or we've found all of the different geysers and vents that are scattered around the map, which is pretty exciting. Now, so what I've found is that we have a natural gas geyser down here in the bottom right, which is cool. We found that, I think, on the last episode. Something else that we found is this carbon dioxide geyser, a minor volcano, cool steam vent. Up in this area, we have the hydrogen vent that we discovered, another cool steam vent, a hot steam vent, and another cool steam vent. So that's a new one. We've uncovered that one since the last episode. Over in this area, we have a hydrogen vent, another hydrogen vent, and that's the volcano we found like in episode 1. Carbon dioxide geyser that we found a long time ago. Down here, we have a saltwater geyser and a polluted water vent. pretty cool. And then somewhere over in the middle here, where is it? There is a cool slush geyser, which that is pretty exciting. So we'll put that to good use. But you'll notice that there's a big absence of a couple of things. Team, we don't have any metal volcanoes on the seed. So that's a super bummer. I'm actually a little disappointed on that. We recently did a playthrough on a on Twitch where we had a similar map where it had no metal volcanoes, and what we found is that it's not like we couldn't do the late game space race. It's a super bottleneck. So I'm hoping, in thinking about this problem a little bit after realizing it, I'm really hoping that since this is the Badlands and we have iron everywhere, that iron isn't our main bottleneck that we have. But no matter what, I think what this is probably going to mean for us long term is that we're going to have to set up cargo rockets to bring steel back from a neighboring planet. And then we can use that steel to get some jobs done. So that's the big bottleneck. So like we don't have an iron volcano, which means that we're going to be bottlenecked on making steel for a little bit. But hopefully there's enough iron, refined iron around the map to get us where we need to go. So yeah, so let's go ahead and start, you know, taking advantage of some of these things. I think one thing that we'll do today is, so we need to talk about, look at how cold this is here. We're gonna need to run fluids into this area over here, and it's technically pretty cold. But I think if we dig this out, you know, that'll reduce some of the cold temperature, so that'll be nice. But we're gonna start hooking these different geysers up, so that way we can get this into storage, start leveraging that. We have 4 water sources that don't even include the different geysers and vents and things like that, or the different like cool steam vents and things like that, which is pretty remarkable, I have to say. This is too low. Wait, what happened here? Oh, that's right, that's this thing. Okay, so this can come down. That means that this is actually, could have made this a little bit different. Okay, well, whatever. It is what it is. We'll extend this down. Actually, we'll leave that the way it is. But we'll extend this ladder down a little bit, and then I can get underneath. That's okay. And then let's go ahead and we'll dig all of this stuff out. So all this can come out. Do we want to do it like that? I guess we really don't have a choice. We're gonna have to put in probably some ladders just to reach up and do some of these dig jobs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place these. They can come through whenever they have time and take care of that. We can't place that one because there's a salt vine in the way, but, and same with that one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, so yeah, they can come through here and do this. Now, let's start framing this stuff out of here. What is this? This is a saltwater geyser. So let's go ahead and, oh man, there's a bunch of ethanol here. What's this? Let's do this one first. This is a polluted water vent. Okay. So, polluted water vent. Let's go ahead and just frame this out. We're gonna uncover, is this dormant by chance? No, it's just overpressurized. Which is this one dormant by chance? The saltwater geyser is dormant. Okay, we'll make sure that we take care of that one right away next. All right, so we're gonna frame this out. We're gonna need no gold amalgam. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna need a pump, and we're gonna also need a sensor in here. Let's get a hydro sensor put in and some automation wire. Cool, cool. And we'll go ahead and put the floor in. And then we'll leave this little, we'll notch this out. This can stay right like that. The other things that we're gonna need are some power. So let's go ahead and put some power here on the floor. And then some plumbing as well. So let's get the plumbing in. Okay, cool. So that can all get put in. And then, oh, actually we're gonna need a little step here. a little stepperoo so we can get over here. So all of that can get done. Once that's done, then we're gonna go ahead and dig this thing out. We're gonna have to dig it out, it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and dig it out. Let's get this built first, then we'll dig it out. And then we'll do the research on that as well. Okay, that looks really good. Let's do the same for this one up here. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna need a liquid pump, hydro sensor, some automation wire to go with that, some insulated pipe that we're gonna run somewhere, most likely into our storage unit. Actually, you know what? Let's change this piping situation, shall we? Let's just connect it into the wall. And, oh, well, yeah, we kind of, well, maybe we should have gone up with it. Should we go up with it instead? Yeah, let's go up. So this can go up into here, because then we can run it to the right. We'll have to dig all this out. We want to send it up into our infinite storage if we can, so. And we could have done the same with this as well. I suppose that's fine, right? Let's cancel those pipes. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do it that way instead. That looks good. Okay, now that that's built, let's dig this out. And let's get the polluted water vent analyzed by our researcher so that we can learn more about this fantastic little thing that's gonna help us achieve our goals long run. Also, let's see here, we're gonna go ahead and frame out this saltwater geyser. I think what I'm gonna do is actually leave this open right here. We'll dig this out and try to get this water to fall out of here. How are we gonna get in here? Let's try not to puncture this ethanol if possible. You know, dude, maybe we'll come underneath. One, two. It'd be a lot easier if we just came in from the top. We're gonna dig all of that out anyway, but we'll, they can hop down. As soon as they hop down right there, it's gonna be ruined, right? So, here, let's just shave. Oh man, there's just no easy way to do that without making a mess. All right, we'll just dig this out. We'll deal with the consequences of what we've done, and we'll just put in a little bit of scaffolding there as well. That looks really good. Okay, and then we're gonna have to dig this out. We'll dig this out, and then hopefully we can get this water to fall over the side. We might need to dig a little bit extra. I'll put in a couple ladders just in case that is accurate. All right, Kit's on the job. She's in here already doing the research. Let's go ahead and get a big sweep job done. Get this all cleaned out of here, and then we can put a tile in. And we're more or less ready here. This one came along really quick. I'm glad this is already being done. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll let them do the sweep job and then we'll seal it off. Same thing for this one. We'll let them get started on that one. And then let's talk about how we're going to run piping for this. So it would be nice if we could just wholesale just run pipe right through the middle of the map, but that's not really gonna work for us, right? What's the temperature out here? So this is almost 1 degree. We have some other shenanigans going on. We don't really care about this carbon dioxide vent. This cool steam vent we might potentially use, I doubt it. I can't believe how we have 3 cool steam vents, what, 3 hydrogen vents? It's insane. All right, and so we could bring this piping up and then run it across through here horizontally. We're gonna have like a big confluence of pipes, I have a feeling. Like we're gonna have so many pipes coming through here. Where's that other one? This polluted water vent. I might rerun this piping for this. We might run it down. If we're gonna run a polluted water pipe for 2 vents through here, 3 vents technically, we're gonna have a cool slush vent as well, or geyser. I'm mixing my terms up, sorry. We're gonna have 3 polluted water related geysers running through here. Then maybe we'll connect all of them up. We can just run this one like straight up, this one down, and then this one over here to the right, and that can all, they can all kind of like meet in the same thing. We're going to be bottlenecked no matter what, but we can at least mainline all three of these directly into where they need to go. I think that seems like a solid plan. And then maybe we'll just put this, we'll send this crude oil up there too. That's a lot of crude oil, but we'll put a pump in here and drain this out, and that can all go into storage anyway. I'm okay with that. So how are we gonna run these pipes and where are we gonna run them? Let's see here. Let's make like a piping corridor, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I was to put a corridor here, or sorry, here, what would that look like? What else do we need to build? What else do we need to build in the map? We have a couple of things we need to do. One, we want to make sure that we have room for farming. That's the big thing. So the big area that I was thinking about doing farms, it's kind of like up in here or right here. Because then like the ranchers and the farmers are all kind of together, and that can all go right here. This might have a little heat, but at least it's nowhere near the heat that's going to get produced by all of this stuff. Speaking of, 50 degrees. Okay. We got to keep an eyeball on this. This might get too hot in here. All these smart batteries and everything are all made out of iron. We should probably start upgrading those to gold just to be proactive about it. And then we should probably also just start thinking about cooling this in some way as well. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so if we're going to keep this area for farming, then yeah, then this area can be all for plumbing and pipes going across. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. All right, so if that's the case, then that means this is going to be a huge dig job. Holy cow. Okay. The game's like, let me think about that. That's a really long dig. It's a really long dig. Okay, so that can all get dug out. Oh, man. And then, I don't know about if we really want to put tile through all this. I guess so. I'm sure as soon as we put in something like this substantial, duplicates are going to want to run on it. So let's just go ahead and give them something a little bit more, you know, easy to run on and just crappy soil. We also got to keep an eyeball on things to make sure that nobody accidentally gets themselves stuck. All right, moving on. Let's see if we can't get this one framed out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vent, so that way our air pockets don't cause problems for the off-gassing polluted water. And then we're gonna stick a liquid pump in here and a hydro sensor in here as well. Okay. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this open right here, and I'm just gonna put a tile right here to push this oil up. And what we'll do, is this dormant? Oh, it is. Excellent. What we'll do is we'll pump all this crude oil out of here. Let's see if we can't pump a lot of this out of here right now while we have the opportunity. And if we can, we'll just send that into storage. So if this is gonna be our horizontal piping area, do I keep the center of the map free? Do we actually keep the center of the map free, or do we just run a horizontal pipe? Just run a vertical pipe straight up here and hook it up. Where's this one gonna be? It's gonna be up here to the side. Yeah, okay, all right, so let's do that. And then which one is which? This is polluted water. Okay, so if this is the case, oh man, all right, here comes the pipe spaghetti. Yeah, we'll redo this. Okay, so this is gonna come over here, and we're gonna run this right up through this wall here. Where did we say? Interesting. Where did we say that we, did we not draw it all the way across the map? I don't think so. we sure didn't. Okay, so this is actually a bigger dig job than we thought. It's gonna come all the way over to here. Which means all that ethanol, actually, is gonna get dropped as well. feel like I just drew. Yep, I did. Okay. Any other things that I drew across that I shouldn't have? Okay, no. All right, so now that that's put in, we can kind of eyeball this. So we're gonna take this pipe. I'm gonna put it in the floor. Oh, will they be able to reach that? I'll put it in this floor. Now this one's on the outside. Here, we'll make this, we'll put it right here. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Can we hide it? Can we hide it in the floor? We'll hide it in the floor. And then we're going, this is gonna be the new main line, right? So we're gonna extend this pipe down. And we're just gonna mainline this one straight in here. Now, you know what I might do is temporarily, we're not gonna, maybe I won't hook this up like this. Yeah, maybe I won't. So let's temporarily, let's hook up this other one first. Let's get this crude oil out of here if we can. We'll pump all this out of here. And then we can hook these two up independently. So that means that this pipe's gonna come over here. We'll, ooh, I never like to put them side by side like that. Let's give room in case we need to run bridges through here. And we'll put this one in this floor. Okay, so that one is for salt water. The other one is for polluted water. This all looks really good. And then, yeah. All right, so we'll clean this up. As soon as they put this pipe in though, they're not gonna be able to reach any of this. So I think that's kind of the other thing that we're gonna have to deal with real quick. They can reach this one. We'll need some access points, like right here, for example. Oh, they'll be, oh no, because they'll dig all this out, right? Oh, this ethanol is gonna fall. That's okay, we'll pump that ethanol out of there. So we need a couple of access points here. Actually, I'm gonna put this in first if I can. Yeah, if they could build this one first. Set that to like super low priority. I bet you anything they're gonna build it. They've already delivered it. These guys are just gonna be like, and they're gonna do it. Ah, perfect. Okay. So now that can get built, and then we can just replace that right there. Oh, actually, I'm just trying to contain this ethanol, make sure it doesn't spill if it doesn't need to. Kit is officially stuck. All right, Kit, let's save you. There we go. Just need a few little access points so I can get in and out of here real quick. And then I can hop in there like that. That'll be fine. I hate to formalize that, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, cool. Well, this is all looking really good. Cool, well, we got those 3 different vents more or less done. This is salt water, right? Okay. Let's get this analyzed as well. This one's analyzed. So this one goes dormant in 38 cycles. It's producing 8 kilograms per second at 30 degrees. Perfect. Nice. Actually, that's a really nice one. I like that one a lot. All right, so everything's been swept out of here. Perfect. We'll get this airflow tile put in and then we can seal this off. Same thing with this as well. Somebody is stuck and is peeing everywhere. Oh God, it's me. Oh, my namesake character. We need to save him. And we do it. And we save. What is this right here? This is obsidian. What are we making these out of? Granite? Here. Obsidian. Can you build your own way out of here real quick? Because that would be awesome. Save yourself. Be free. Okay. And he's loose. All right, awesome. So this pipe This one we're gonna run. I'm just gonna run it straight up through here. And should we? I'm gonna put a bridge in here. Just, I don't know why. I'm just gonna do it. We'll let whatever's coming across horizontally have priority. Don't ask me why. And then this can all go like that. I think this looks really good. Didn't we say something about bridging a certain direction on this map? It doesn't look like we care. Okay. We'll send that right up through there, and then that's going. And then we're gonna filter this. We're gonna run this through the filter. So for right now, this pipe, we're gonna hook it into the filtering system, and then once all that crude oil's out of there, we'll disconnect that, and we'll run that a different way. Oh, so that means that let's cancel this pipe right here. We'll hook that up later. All right. Well, this looks great. The only other thing that we need to do then is we need a way to run a ladder through here to run this pipe straight up like that. It might have been better to run it right through here, but there's neutronium in the way. Actually, maybe that's what we'll do. Here, let's cancel this. Rethink this real quick. We'll run up this right through here since we already have this ladder here. It can go around this vent that we're not going to use. I think that's okay. And it can come all the way down here. I think we can do that. I can go like that, and then, yeah, so then we'll cancel that one, and then bridge up. And then that can get run into filtering. I think that looks great. That'll be just fine. Holy cow. All right, so we'll get all that put in. This can all get built now. And then the only other thing we have to sort out then is how we're gonna do power for this area, but we're not even gonna use this. We have so many cool steam vents. Let's be honest here, we're not gonna use it. All right, and we'll just extend this little exploratory ladder that we built a long time ago. We'll extend it down so they can just run right around and do their thing. All of this fluid is gonna fall, so I guess that's okay. We'll figure out how we're going to get all this pumped out of here. I'm gonna make some extra room, I guess, because this is about to be a problem. And we'll dig all of this out of here. Okay, that's great. That's actually really great. So we'll get that done. So, all right, so power is the next thing. How are we gonna do this? So we can't extend. I guess we know what we're doing. We're gonna extend our power network, which we need to do anyway. We'll start working on it. We don't need to go that far, but where are those vents? They were right here. Okay, so we will we'll extend our power network down here. Oh goodness. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of work. I think what we'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just start scaffolding out everything that we need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the floor that has is the problem child? It's this one. Okay, so this actually needs to go down an extra one. I tell you, man, that extra layer of insulation in the base, messing everything up. This can be mesh tile, and then this little section here can be mesh tile. All right, we'll scaffold all this out of here, and then we'll get this built. Power can come all the way down here. We're gonna want it to come down anyway. We're gonna have to run a fair amount of power down into the oil biome to do various projects down there, because the petroleum boiler is probably gonna be becoming built soon. Okay, I like to do this now because there's gonna come a point in time where I'm like, you know what, I could really use power here. And so I'm just scaffolding all of this out. And if we need it, we need it. If we don't need it, you know what, it doesn't matter. We have everything ready to go. And you know, that's what I like about it. It kind of makes a little bit of a pain in the butt when we have to upgrade this to the heavy conductive wire, but you know, we're not quite there yet. I'm not going to invest the material into it. Okay, we need to take this out real fast. Cancel these 2 tiles as well. I can't put this one in. There's a salt vine in the way. Okay, somebody come up here and do this. And then also, we need to cancel these ones. I just want a gap here in case we end up putting fire poles or transit tubes through there. But the rest of this looks really good. And then this can all get dug out. All the way down into there. All right. Ooh. And this can get dug out. And then this can definitely get dug out. So we're gonna need to dig it out in order to do the last piece. And then we're gonna need a ladder in here, right? We kind of have already encountered this once before. We need a ladder. Since this one is 5 tiles tall, we need a ladder. So that way we can put that heavy watt wire in. Okay. Great. Great. Ooh, man, that's quite the job. Holy cow. All right, so we'll start working on this. I will I'll probably just let all these dig jobs and things like this run for a little while. This is quite a bit of work, but I want to get all this water starting to run and getting in. I about had a heart attack. I thought Kate was stuck. We'll get all this water and everything out and about, so that way we can we're gonna start working on farming after this. So if we can get all of these different geysers and vents running into storage, then we're gonna start farming it up. So then probably the order of operation of things we're gonna be working on is we're going to run fix this fix the petroleum that's in our ethanol storage. But we're going to set up some farms, and then we can scale our colony, because right now we're just eating mealwood, which is fine, but you know, it is a bit of a bottleneck. We want to get some more people in here, and then once that's done, we will probably also be working on getting petroleum boiler up and running, so that way we can start different space projects that we have to do. And then once that's done, we also need to start doing all of the space infrastructure, which is going to be a lot. We'll have to get all the space infrastructure in, so we can start, you know, exploring different planets and getting all that up and running, because we have to do all of the research all through the star map in order to get to the Temporal Tear, which is our end goal, which is where we're going. So all that stuff needs to get done. I'm really glad that this is all getting dug out, because now I'm more or less ready to mop this. When does this come? 51 cycles. Okay, we have a little time before this saltwater geyser becomes a problem. Perfect. Man, all right, well everyone, this has been splendid. I've really enjoyed today. We made a few mistakes, and we fixed a few mistakes, you know, so I don't know. It's been kind of a win-win, right? Right? Maybe? Actually, this one we're just gonna insulate all the way around, aren't we? Right, let's leave a hatch so that we won't get in and out of here. But yeah, we're gonna insulate this one all the way around, and they can come in here and do that. Perfect. Man, this is awesome. Oh God, what do we get in here? Ethanol. All right, so we're gonna have to filter this one out too. That's fine. We poured ethanol in there. Man, we're not doing so hot today. We're making mistakes. We're making all of the mistakes, which is hilarious. But we'll get all that fixed and continue our journey to the Temporal Tear. Well, that about wraps things up for today's episode. Big shout out to all my subscribers and the people who donate to this channel and the stream. Without you, we won't be able to do this. If you are enjoying this series, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified of future videos. And yeah, I really appreciate your feedback. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. So I will catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.